Welcome to the beginning of Lamb, a film that doesn't shout, doesn't rush, but whispers its story to you like a bedtime tale that keeps you awake at night. In this quiet, eerie part of Iceland, far from the chaos of the modern world, live Maria and Ingvar, a married couple on a lonely sheep farm. Their home is modest and functional, but cold in more ways than one. You can feel the emptiness in every corner, not just a lack of things, but a lack of life. They go about their days tending to sheep, working the land, barely speaking. Their life is full of routine but devoid of joy. The house is clean, the chores are done, and yet something is clearly broken. It's in the way they move, the way they avoid eye contact, and the heavy way they sit at the dinner table. The house is silent, but it's not empty. Not entirely. There's a room they rarely enter. Inside that room is a crib, a collection of toys, and a sense of something lost. They had a daughter. Her name was Ada, and she's gone now. The film never tells us how Ada died. Maria and Ingvar carry that grief in their bones. Their home is a mausoleum of memory where even laughter would feel like a betrayal. Seasons change, time moves on, but grief doesn't care. It doesn't leave. It just settles in deeper, becoming part of the furniture, the air, and the very walls around them. And then, one day, something unexpected happens. It's lambing season. The sheep begin to give birth. Maria and Ingvar perform their tasks like clockwork, helping each ewe bring new life into the world. It's routine. It's biological. But then, one ewe gives birth to something different, something unnatural. At first, the film hides the newborn from our full view. We see flashes, Ingvar's startled expression, Maria's frozen face, and the sound of a bleat that doesn't sound quite right. There's confusion, shock, but no screaming, no panic, just silence and an intense, almost eerie curiosity. This is no ordinary lamb. It has the head of a sheep, but the body of a human child. Yes, you heard that right. A half-lamb, half-human hybrid. They simply bring it into their home, place it in the crib, begin feeding it like an infant, and then, in a move that tells us everything about their state of mind, they name her Ada, the same name as their deceased daughter. What follows is one of the most bizarre and yet strangely tender sequences in modern cinema. They raise Ada as their child. She wears baby clothes, walks on two legs, and eats at the table. Her lamb head twitches when she's curious. She makes little bleating sounds. She is treated neither as a pet nor as a curiosity. To them, she is their daughter. Fully and completely. For the first time in the film, there's warmth. Maria smiles. The house begins to feel like a home again. You almost forget that Ada isn't human. You begin to love her too, because in their eyes, she's a miracle, a gift, a second chance. Never lasts. Nature, after all, doesn't forget. The ewe that gave birth to Ada begins to stand outside their house. Day after day, she watches through the windows. She bleats mournfully. She's looking for her baby. The sight is haunting. This mother, this animal, is crying for her stolen child. Maria, disturbed and threatened by this, does something cold and final. One day, she takes the ewe far away from the farm. She raises a rifle. She fires. The ewe collapses, lifeless. Maria buries the body in silence. She doesn't tell Ingvar. In that moment, a line is crossed. Maria isn't just grieving anymore. She's claiming, she's saying, this child is mine, no matter what. Enter Petur, Ingvar's brother. He arrives unannounced, unshaven, reeking of alcohol, and casually arrogant. He doesn't fit into their quiet world. He mocks the silence, disrupting the fragile peace. And when he sees Ada, his reaction is as expected. Laughter, confusion, and disbelief. What the hell is this? He asks. At first, he thinks they're insane. He threatens to reveal the truth. But as the days go by, he watches. He sees the joy Ada brings. He witnesses the love in Maria and Ingvar's eyes. He starts to understand. Slowly, reluctantly, he begins to accept Ada. He even starts to bond with her. One evening, in a rare moment of joy, all four of them, Maria, Ingvar, Petur, and Ada, danced together in the living room. For a brief moment, you believe maybe this strange, fragile family can survive, that maybe love really is enough. But there's always something watching. Throughout the film, the camera gives us hints. movement in the mountains, strange sounds in the fog, something lurking just out of frame. We start to feel that Ada's origin wasn't random, that something is coming. On a foggy morning, Ingvar takes Ada out for a walk. The camera lingers on Maria inside the house, unaware. Then, a gunshot. Maria runs. Her heart races. She moves through the fog, through the fields until she finds them. Ingvar is on the ground, bleeding, dying, and standing over him is the creature we've only seen in glimpses. Now, he's fully revealed. He's enormous, human-shaped, but with the head of a ram. Massive horns, muscles like carved stone, covered in thick dark fur. In his hands is the same rifle Maria once used. This is the Ram Man, and he is Ada's real father. He doesn't speak, doesn't growl. He simply picks Ada up, gently, protectively, and begins to walk away. Into the fog, into the mountains. Maria runs after them, screaming, but it's too late. They vanish into the mist, and Maria collapses, alone in the middle of nowhere.